Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's BDF44 coming at you with another video. All right, so I believe one of the most underutilized players in the NBA right now is a guy by the name of Bol Bol, son of the late great Manute Bol. Um, had to let that go by. Manute Bol's son, Bol Bol, is a terrific all-around player with um, abnormally great length. He's super tall like his pops, super long like his pops. Can shoot the ball like his pops. But unlike his pops, this dude can really put the ball on the floor and plays basically like a guard. Um, his conditioning has been fantastically um, evident. It's been fantastic. It's been evident that it's been very fantastic. He's doing a good job of putting himself in a position to put on weight and become stronger and get quicker. And it shows out there. He's working on his game. And the thing about him is he really doesn't have any problem getting to his spots because of his height and because of his length. Like players like Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, and so many others, he's able to shoot over defenses with absolute and utter ease. So he's a basic mismatch just about every time he plays against literally anyone. Um, and because of his skill set, because of the fact that he can put the ball on the floor, because of the fact that he's not afraid of contact, because of the fact that this guy is aggressive, plays with a chip on his shoulder, he needs a bigger role. And then with a bigger role, in my mind, I look at him as someone that you groom to be something that you consider your maybe like your number 2 guy, your number 3 guy. Like he is a very, 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 very underutilized player right now, but he's still early. And, Denver could be playing it like Giannis, you know what I mean? Kind of taking their time with him. I would hope that they value him the right way because you cannot put a ceiling on a player with that type of body and that type of skill set already, and you take into account his pedigree. You don't want to make the mistake of just kind of letting him be a role player in Denver, him leaving, going somewhere, and then turn into exactly what I know he's going to. He's not normal. That's what I'm saying to you all. I've watched enough highlights on this kid to know that the unicorn type of player that they want Porzingis to be, that type of player, he can be that. He has that in him. And you consider the fact that more basketball teams are valuing length. You got guys like Evan Mobley and Wiseman and Bamba all out there who represent that type of player. And then you look at a guy like Bol Bol and you say, I don't see any reason for me not to have the type of belief in his upside as I do in a player like Brandon Ingram or a player like some of these other guys that are super long. He has the skill set. He has the defensive mindset. He's putting on the weight. I've seen enough in Summer League to know that what he does translates no matter what type of talent's on the floor. He could be playing against a bunch of great players like the Nets, or he could be playing against the guys in the YMCA. What he's going to be able to do, he's going to always be able to do, and he's not going to be able to be stopped. I'm trying to tell you, unless they have somebody with that type of length, he's going to be able to shoot over all of them. So, I mean, I'm not saying this kid's going to be Kevin Durant, but what I am saying is if you groom him properly, he could turn into something. He could turn into something much greater than what the Denver Nuggets appear to be using him as right now. So like I said, I don't know if they have a plan for him. If they're wise, they do. But I look at their roster and it's like they have a log jam of depth, which is a great thing. They're a contender, and they're playing for something. But I think some of the guys that they're playing in front of that kid, he's better than. Cut and dry. He's better than them dudes. And not only is he better than them dudes, but because of his length and his size, he can't be guarded. I can't stress this enough. I watched him shoot a jump shot, particularly in the Summer League over this kid. He had his hands straight up, and it literally did not matter he could see over the guy, and his arch was so high. It reminds me of Rasheed Wallace when Rasheed Wallace used to shoot jump shots. It's like, you're already 7 feet tall. How the hell am I supposed to guard that when you're just reaching up to the sky? His length, what is he? 7'10" wingspan, some ridiculous wingspan. I haven't looked it up, but it's off the charts. One of the tops in all of the world, and he's fast. That's the thing that you have to understand. He's not a slow guy. Unlike guys, I think of a guy like Taco Fall, who's kind of slower footed with crazy length, or people like Boban Bogdanovic, people like that, a little slower footed. He ain't gonna, nah. He's a faster speed player. He can run and transition and catch and do different things. Lobs easy. I mean, it's so easy for him to catch lobs and things of that nature with his length and his athleticism. I just think that right now, he's still a project. He's not ready to jump into an all-star team or nothing like that right now. But he's ready to make the leap from a back of the bench player to somebody you step in and give a real role to. And I'm just looking to Denver to do that. They're focused on they have the right idea. Clearly, your main guys are Jokic, Murray, and Porter. And then you bringing in Gordon. That's a great thing. I'm not saying they need to shuffle around anybody or trade anybody. I'm just saying you got to sneak him in. And you got to sneak him in with the understanding that he's going to earn his way into that starting lineup. It's coming. He can be your start. I know this sounds crazy, but he can be your starting two. He can do that. He really can do it. And if you give him an opportunity to play in that starting lineup as your starting two, with Murray, with Porter, with everyone else in that lineup, obviously Jokic and Gordon, you have an unstoppable lineup, Denver. Literally unstoppable. And if you're not comfortable putting him at the 2, move him to the 3. I wouldn't move Gordon to the 2. I'd keep him at the 4. Maybe you can move Porter to the 2. Obviously, Porter can play the 2. That's not going to be a problem at all. You can play him anywhere. And that's the thing. Those players are interchangeable. Gordon, Porter, and Bol are interchangeable. You can swap them up and down and move them in any direction. Couple that with the guys that they have on their bench who have that as well. Plenty of players on that bench. Denver looks like a team that should be the other team on the other side of the Lakers to me right now. With respect to Phoenix, I just don't think they did enough to get better, Phoenix. I don't. They're just going to be looking to see if Chris Paul can do it again. And I just wonder if he got it in him to keep pushing that team like that. They should have done more with their power forward position. Maybe Ayton takes a jump, but I just don't know that they have a better team than, say, Denver this year. I don't. Denver can make the leap if they do what it is I'm saying they should do, which is incorporate Bol Bol as a regular starter with 20 to 25 minutes this season. Get him in regular rotation. Let him be your 8th guy off the bench, if nothing else. And you'll be better for it. There's no question about it. But if you don't play that kid, it really does underutilize what you have on your roster, believe it or not. Because he's that good. Even early in right now, he's that good. So, that's what I'm here to say. Looking forward to seeing everybody on Denver play. As a Laker fan, like I said, y'all should be the other team. The Clippers are out the way as far as I'm concerned. Golden State, I need to see Wiseman. I need to see Clay. I need to see what happens with Dre, because things are changing up there quickly. Do they make the trade for Ben Simmons? I don't know if that's going to be back on the table. So, will the Warriors, although they can put it together and should be able to put it together by the end of the season, I don't expect them to have no hot start. I don't. Utah's always a team that you pay attention to. They can get out to a hot start, stay on a hot start. They have a contending team as well. So, you got your teams, but I do believe Denver's the one. Especially if Jamal Murray's going to come back soon enough to get incorporated properly. They say maybe January for him. We'll see. So, that's what I got, man. Yeah, play Bol Bol, Denver. Play him. My name is BDL44. Thank y'all for watching.